What a fucking mess. Guys, we apologize. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I lost signal and then the live ended and then I couldn't just go live again. It's just once it's done, it's done. But Jenny, you were saying when you I think when you got cut off, you were oh, there we go. Some ladies are joining in. Hey ladies, thank you so much for joining.
What was the last thing you guys heard?
I know. What was the last thing you guys heard? Jenny, I think that you were saying about the lake, Canopy Lake, because I saw some comments. Some of the ladies were saying, um,
when I
some of the
when
ladies
I
were saying they saw a comment. They were kind of like relating to the Tia comment. There you go.
oh,
Like,
the
tias
Tia
are gonna be
comment.
saying some things.
Oh, I was like at the end almost then. Thank God. Okay, so what I was saying about the tia, we all have, that tia that comes in and also, starts, talking crap about everything. Like, I know, mija, what are you doing? No puedes comer esto, or, like stuff like that, or trying to, because as you guys know here, we let you guys have carbs. We're not going to say no carbs, no tortillas, no rice. And usually we have that tia that thinks that a diet, you can't have none of that. And then they
Mhm.
start judging you every time there's a family event and stuff like that. And then one day, I remember Diana said it was the second Monday mindset that I saw, because before we used to call it Monday mindset instead of Momentum Monday. Um, Diana said, if somebody's making a comment and they're not where you want to be, so why are you listening to them? And that is something that really clicked for me, because I'm like, wait, why am I letting what my tia is telling me really, control how I'm feeling? I'm like, is she living the lifestyle I want? No.
Mhm.
Does she look like how I want to be? No. Is her health where I want my health to be? No. So I'm like, who am I listening to? So,
Right.
so if people are commenting on what you're doing or how you're doing it, and they're not the person you want to be in the future, or you don't want to be where they are at life right now, ignore them. They're not going to give you no value, because they're not even able to do what you're doing. And they're always talking about, I want to lose weight. Ay, no, mija, me estoy tomando un té que me está yendo a ir al baño so then I could like poop, and then
Right.
this, this,
Exactly.
this is her right now, right?
No, that's true stories. That's exactly how it is sometimes.
But then you are getting the results, and then you're like, why are you judging if you're still like doing this yo-yo dieting? Same thing when how maybe you're living your life, they're commenting on how you're living your life, but they're probably worse off than you are. Why are you
Right.
listening to them? Or they're trying to give you also relationship advice. How is their relationship? Probably not good. So why are you
Right.
listening to them? And the same thing goes into your fitness journey. If their fitness life or their health life is not where it needs to be, why are you listening to them? Why are you letting it get under your skin? Because trust me, in 3 months, 6 months, they're going to be asking you, how did you do this? Give me some advice. Help me out. Because that's how all my family is right now. They all want me to help them. They all want me to do this, that, and the third. But when 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, they were making fun of everything I was doing. So you have to develop thick skin and trust yourself and trust the process that you're going to be where you want to be. Obviously, not overnight. And then those people are going to stay real quiet afterwards.
Yep, I agree 100%. And I'm sorry, guys, that we had some technical difficulties, but we're gonna wrap it up anyways. I think that at the end of the day, we all have our journeys, right? And like when Jenny's saying, like, yeah, take your meals with you. And when I'm saying, like, take your meals with you and weigh your food and all that stuff. Also, I want you guys to keep in mind that this is a temporary process as well,
Yeah.
and the people are gonna look at you sideways, but the more you do it and the more it becomes part of you, and then the next thing you know, they're gonna know what to expect. They're gonna start even some you'll be even surprised how people can even be supportive with certain things. Like, so for example, like when I was like in my journey and stuff like that, I had my in-laws, they would like air fry tortillas, like when they made, they made regular fried ones, they would literally make me a little bit of a like a separate batch of certain things, or they know I didn't like certain things or I couldn't eat certain things because of like my diet. I didn't expect them to and I didn't ask them to, but they kind of like were understanding my lifestyle and what I did and didn't do. And again, you will be surprised how many people might not be doing it because you're doing it doesn't mean that they're not being supportive. It's just not what they're doing. They don't have to be doing it, right? So I know, like I said, and like the whole point of it is like, yes, it is hard when people around you are not doing what you're doing. But again, it comes down to self responsibility. And at the beginning, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be uncomfortable. You know, you're gonna feel like you're people pleasing. You're gonna feel guilty. I know Mercedes in the last one. That's one of the things I wanted to point out. I know Mercedes mentioned she felt a little bit guilty for like working out instead of like watching movies with your kids and stuff like that. You know, it's gonna feel, it's all those emotions are valid and they're real, and you know, it's just how it is. But at the same time, it's gonna make you stronger, it's gonna make you more disciplined, it's gonna make you healthier, because yes, you might be sacrificing an hour of a movie with your kids working out, but guess what, that's actually making you a better mom, a stronger mom, a healthier mom. So it's, you give and take, right? There's no such thing as something for nothing, right? So you have to also look at the bigger picture too, and not just the obstacle in front of you. It's like, okay, well, my people around me or people I live with, my partner, my mom, my dad, whatever, they're not eating certain thing. I mean, they're eating in front of me and I'm eating my thing here and it sucks and it's plain, or maybe nobody here it's plain, but maybe, you know, you're going through this like stage of your journey, and like you're so focused and you're so like dialed in, and it might feel like you're missing out on something, but in reality you're not. You're literally just gaining this next level, this next version of yourself. You're gaining and you're building this next level version of yourself, and it's going to come a time when you can have pizza with them, right? But you also have to remember, pay your dues too, right? Because up to this point, doing the things that you were doing before got you to a point where you made the decision that I need to change. So in order to change, we need to change, right? In order for change to happen, we need to make different choices. So remember, it's not easy for everybody. It's tough for all of us. We're all battling our own um temptations and our own things that we like, damn, this shit's hard, man, right? But at the end of the day, it's you look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. Think of the bigger picture, and be that tia who's actually, who your nieces and nephews are gonna be like, I actually want to be like my tia. Like,
Yes.
like, bitch, like, no, we're breaking cycles here too. And guys, that's another topic for a different day, but we literally are breaking cycles too. Because you're not gonna be the tia that judges. You're gonna be the tia that's leading by example. Like your nieces and nephews are gonna look at you, be like, I want to be like my tia. Look at my rich auntie, looking good, living her best fucking life, right? You also gotta think about it that way. So it's a little bit of a give and take. But guys, I think that today's call was a little bit messy because we had such interruptions. I think I'm gonna blame the retrograde, Mercury retrograde, because you know that's supposed to like be with like a whole lot of technology and stuff. I'm gonna blame it on that. But other than that, I think that this call was so, it was needed for me too, because even though I don't have that temptation around me anymore, or I know how to handle it, because I'm, you know, I've been traveling a lot. It was got a little bit hard for me too, but and I'm gonna be traveling again next week. But I think I needed to hear it too. I think Jenny too, and I think,
Yes.
you know, all of us here. So we are so proud, and I'm so. This call was amazing. It literally just, it just rolled off my tongue. Everything, like, I feel like it's such a powerful thing, because I think that we're all in this group together. Literally, either are going through it or have gone through it, and you know, it's just super helpful for everybody. So I'm super grateful for today's call. Jenny, I know that you are too, and
Yes.
giving us a little bit of flashbacks, but at the same time, because we went through it and we got through it, and we now know, this is what we're telling you guys, that it is possible. Even if you still have the obstacle in front of you, it is fucking possible. Again, always remember that self responsibility.
Yes,
This is
exactly.
your
This is
life,
why I'm moving too, guys.
and do
Because
something about it if it's that
yeah,
bad.
this is why we're moving. Because honestly, guys, I have not been able to be 100 since 6 months ago. Like I have not been able to commit how I committed the first time around, but because it's my environment, it's so negative, it's so toxic. I need to get out of where I live, and this is why I'm like so happy and grateful, because now I know like I'm gonna be out of that environment. It's not going to be an excuse. I know my mindset is gonna be so much more clear. I'm not gonna have like I've been feeling dragged, and I'm gonna finally stop feeling like that. And I'm just gonna be focusing on my little tiny family, which is all I want, and that's gonna really
That's
help
all you
me.
need.
That's all I'm got. That's all, and that's going to help me to finally go all in, and not have all these distractions, especially with my mindset, because that's what has been really suffering lately.
And last thing I'm gonna say, and off record, do something about it if it's that bad. Do something about
Yes,
it, right? Like
exactly.
let's make some moves at the end of the day, because we can sit and complain and we can, blame and point the finger, but that's not gonna get us anywhere. Decide what you want to do. Do you want to deal with it? Do you not? Like, you need to make a decision, chill, right? So guys, I have another call, but thank you guys so much. This was such an amazing meeting. I was so needed. We're starting the week with a bang. Basically, we're in April. All right. Today, actually, when are we announcing the new challenge? Is it next week? No, this week. We're announcing the new challenge for the month of April. That's gonna help us set up for success, especially for the moms who have like, we're gonna have your kids like at home for spring break. We're gonna be setting you guys up for success and making sure that we give you guys all of the tools, all the support that you guys need. And it's getting nicer outside, so we're gonna be challenging you guys really good for the month of April. And I'm excited to continue on, and see you guys continue on with your freaking journey and see amazing results. Like, we're 90 days into the year. Let's make sure that the next 90 days we keep pushing, because by June, I want you to look back and be like, I'm like fucking different now. I'm
Yes.
a different person, because 6 months of work matters. 6 months of consistent work and consistent, relentless consistency, it can change your life. All right. So we're 3 months in. We're basically halfway in. All right. What are we doing for the next 3 months? What do we do when? All right. All right, guys. I'm getting aggressive now because I have another call and I have more caffeine in me. All right. Talk to you guys later. You guys are the best. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Ay, no tengo